Howdy, howdy. We're working on another project. We got that new trailer coming in probably a couple of weeks, and I want to build some better racks for the trailer. I'm trying to find this picture at the moment. But we're looking at using this piece of 2x8 to make a nice 4-rack setup here. We're going to see if I can find my picture. This one trailer I looked at, it had the racks nicely built into it. Just didn't turn out being the best trailer for me, but here is the way he set up his wooden racks. See how he kind of cut out here, made the opening. We're going to try to refine it a little bit more, but hopefully be able to set it up the same way he did, and then attach it to the walls of the trailer. Here's one I already cut out. I need to have 2 inches here. This ends up being like 2.5, and then about 2.5 in. I ended up needing about 4 inches deep. So you got 2 inches coming in and 2 inches for it to rest and settle here. And you can use a hole saw, then saber saw to get through there. So, but what we need to do as well is cut this 4x8 into a 4x8, etc. Maybe we'll move the weed eater. Alright, prepare to be amazed. Alright, now it's cooked correctly. Alright, I'll keep you posted. Alright, so Saturday project, still going. We finally made the first cut on our 4-foot board here. And one idea, I made the, played with the wood to do this cutout. That was way too big, but it was interesting. But then I finally got smart with all the extra cardboard and was like, well, hey, then you could just match this right up, to the weed eater. So what I was measuring, we're going to do 2 different cut sizes. This board over here is going to be cut to the 1 inch of the shaft. So it's a real tight finish, and we can even set this one up where we put it on to the trailer where we can hang it a little bit lower so that the weed eaters are at a slight angle. And what I wanted to do, well, I originally was thinking of making them all the same and doing this piece right here. But then you've got that 18 inches almost of motor and throttle that's bouncing around on the trailer. So I thought, well, let's go ahead, we'll make a cut. I think we ended up being like 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. And as you can see, it's actually a little bit too big. But what you do see also is that we eliminated the issue where it's going to roll on the trailer. On these other 4 cuts, we're going to try to do one here, well, yeah, probably here, and here. We're going to try to do it so that, we can get 4 trimmers of sort on here, but be able to keep it from rocking, and be able to keep our weight distribution right here so you're not getting a bunch of thrashing on your motor head. So as you can see, it'll slide. Hopefully the board won't move. Oh, there it goes. Right here. We'll put you guys, you can see, look, I've been flat. We'll put you guys over here and give you a demonstration. Okay, so we've got our board here. So see, only issues you can see is the trigger. Thankfully, we're using the newer models that don't have that issue with the trigger. But it should be an easy slide in, slide out. You got a little bit rough piece of board, so that's not super helpful. But I can actually bring in, I believe, bring in the motor a little bit. Because another thing too is with the way this is centered at the moment, 8-inch board, and our motor head, excuse me, our motor head is 10 inches wide, 10 inches high. So right now we're a little bit centered where if we offset it a little bit more, we could have this flush to the wall of the trailer without having, you know, be able to really bring in tight our equipment so it's not as hard to get around. I kind of stumble with my words because my brain's slow today. So thanks for being patient with me. But we'll go ahead and play with this some more and see how it does. But it's interesting, making some progress. And I broke 2 scroll saw blades, so hopefully we're done with that. And we'll see. All right, good for a moment. All right, time for some sawdusty action. Alright, so we made an adjustment here. Sorry, Kevin. We made an adjustment to see if we left something like this here. And I tried to bring this in a little bit. I think our angles might be off, but put the motor here and see what it does. Put it on to something. Of course, we're just tall enough. Got to undo it from there. We'll have to stand it up. Oh, sawdust, yeah. Ow. Alright, so prepare to be amazed. So this one looks a little narrow. Yeah, trim that a little bit. We got the depth right, and apparently having that curl there is not that'll work out just fine. Alright, so what we need to find out too is our depth here. This is kind of something I'm winging. This most of my products are. Will this one sitting here work well with another motor sitting right here? That's what I'm not sure about yet. Hang tight. Alright, so here we go. Give you a little bit of idea what we're looking at here. And just a rough, these aren't the standard ones trimmers we use, but just for a brief look, there's a motor there, plenty of room in between the two, and I was kind of curious as to lift doesn't bump. So I think we're on to something. What I ended up doing was from here. What did I measure? You guys know what I measured? I don't remember. Anyways, from here to the next one was roughly 12 inches. So from cutout to cutout, I gave 12 inches to give us enough room. The motor height's 10 inches for each motor. So by going 12, 12, 12, that should give us enough room to make it easy ingress, easy outgress. So finally starting to make a little bit of a difference here, and it's definitely good to see this. We'll shape that one up a little more. But yeah, that one's not going to rock much at all. Cool. Making progress. Broke another blade. Not my day for blades. Oh well. We got a couple more. We're gonna have to buy Dad some new ones. It's technique. I know that's all it is. It's just technique. I don't have any. Alright, we've reached the end of Project Saturday. We still have the shaft side to go for the cutouts. Well, I did figure out, it took me a while, but using this piece, which was cut out from here as a template, was pretty smart. I wish I'd thought about that. We're going to use that trick for those. But here we go. So they're all a little bit customized in their dimensions, but we got them all cut out, and it looks like even with the height here that we should be able to just pull it right up and slide it right out without it even coming above right here. So it's very likely that I can just put this straight to the top of the new trailer and basically eliminate any wasted space at all. So kind of a neat trick. And we're going to do this one. I might angle my cuts so that they're, like I said, there's a kind of a rake to the trimmers just to keep, you know, the engines at bay. So there might still be, we'll see how this works. I'm seeing an issue with bumps maybe while we're driving, really hard areas, maybe this being an issue, but there might be an easy fix to that, but I'm not sure just yet. You know, maybe a bar or whatever where you could just, you know, go down the middle of them and just kind of lock it when you're driving over rough terrain, or just when you're real mobile, you know, from yard to yard, not neighborhood to neighborhood. So I don't know, but we'll see. This has been an interesting experiment. I've made lots of sawdust. Now the storm is supposed to be a Cat 2 by the time it gets to us, so maybe we'll survive. But thanks for joining me. This is a little bit different. We haven't worked on cars for this or anything real mechanical. It's been more wood dust. So, but a different avenue, and yeah, very fun. You all have a good week. Talk to you later.